Hey guys, how's it going over there? My name is Zenum and welcome back to another video, and today we got some really exciting news about the new Season 11 that's coming in about 4 days, so that's really exciting. And by the looks of it, this update is epic. It's adding a bunch of cool changes, so let's get to talking about them. So first we have the brand new arcade mode, and I don't think it's brand new, I think it's been in other Call of Duty games, but it's new to Call of Duty Mobile, and it's basically you go on missions and get certain points for certain kills and things. I don't really know it that much, I've never really interacted with it or played it, this is just what I've searched up on the wiki. Next we have the new Cranked mode from Call of Duty Ghosts, which is basically you get a kill and then you have to get a kill within 30 seconds or you die. That's basically it, and we have a bunch of new changes for multiplayer, but we're gonna skip over those. If you guys want to see all of the what the f... We're gonna skip to the balance changes. If you guys want to see all the patch notes, and click the link in the description below. Alright, there are a lot of balance changes, so let's just jump into this. Increase the damage of the QQ9 when equipped with a 10mm 30 round mag. This is, I don't really know if it's needed. It made the damage, it like upgraded the damage a bit and it upgraded the range, but it wasn't really worth it because like you go through those 30 bullets quickly, and it also reduces the fire rate, which in turn reduces the time to kill. So yeah, it was pretty underused, which makes sense. The FHJ launcher will now fire without locking on target and can shoot at people, which is pretty insane. It basically turns the FHJ into an SMRS. Decrease the explosive radius of the FHJ projectile, which is much needed if it's going to start shooting at people. Slightly increase the explosion radius of the SMRS, so yeah, I guess you could use the SMRS, but I think the FHJ is going to be better after this. Reduces the movement speed and attack speed of the Shadow Blade skill, decreases the target locking range. Yeah, that's a much needed change. Like, everyone used the Annihilator, but the Shadow Blade was still pretty insane with how far away you could just like hit the fire button and kill someone. Slightly increases the rate of fire, bullet speed, and mobility of the War Machine. Yeah, the War Machine's one of the worst operator skills, so I guess it really needed this buff. Increase the magazine capacity of the Death Machine. It also kind of needed this. You added the equalizers, which are basically Death Machine light, but they're silent, so it's basically better in every way. So now there might be an incentive to use the Death Machine instead. We'll see. Decrease the fire rate of the VTOL. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like the VTOL is pretty hard to earn unless you're using persistence, of course, but like yeah, I don't really think it needed a nerf. I mean, it could definitely need a nerf because persistence just makes it OP and easy to get. But yeah, that's a really interesting change. But here's a more interesting one. The flash from Transform shield has been replaced. Continuous microwave emission in front of the shield deals damage and slows enemies in range. That's really cool. So the Transform shield is now, like, it can also be used aggressively. You know, instead of just flashing someone for a couple of seconds, it was mainly used on defense. This can be used much more aggressively to deal damage and just like really impair the enemy's abilities to do anything really. So I'm excited to see that in ranked and stuff. Increases the speed of throwing grenades and all strategy equipment. I think they mean like movement speed, and I also think they mean tactical equipment. This is Google translated, by the way, so it's not going to be 100%. But yeah, that's a really interesting change, because before there was like incentive to switch to your equipment to move faster, but mid-game it was a bit harder because you could risk running into people and just dying. So yeah, now there's more incentive to do it because you move even faster. I don't think it's going to be a huge change, but it's an interesting one, and I think it's a good change. They buffed the Thermite, increasing the damage range and marginal damage, which I guess it needed. It did barely any damage before, so I guess that's fair. And it can now be thrown onto people and various equipment, which is huge. It makes the Thermite much more versatile. And because before, like, as someone who loved the Thermite, it was pretty bad. It was only really good for like blocking doors, and even then you could just walk through it with barely any damage done. Its main advantage was being able to hear where the enemies were because they were burning. But now it's much more versatile, it does more damage, so I think we'll see a lot more in ranked. they reduced the coverage of the trophy system, which is great. I can't tell you how many times I've underestimated the range of the trophy system and just thrown a grenade like 10 meters away and it's just blown up in my face. It's been pretty annoying, so I'm pretty happy about this change. Trophy system is quite OP with its range. It's increased the effective range of the flashbang, concussion, and EMP, which is good. Any nerf to tactical equipment is good, except for the choir. But yeah, nah, I don't think it'll make these usable. Smokes and trophies are just going to be the only ones you're going to be seeing, unless someone's memeing something. Reduces enemy awareness range of the alert pack, which is kind of odd. I mean, the alert really wasn't that great. Just dead silence is the only one you should be using, basically. Alert's like alright, but it's not OP enough or good enough to be deserving of a nerf, but yeah, I guess it got a nerf. Decrease the initial explosion distance of the Molotov cocktail. I think they mean like the damage, the initial damage that it's going to do is going to be in a shorter range, which is good. Any nerf to the Molotov is going to be good, but this is the only nerf that we're getting. That's it. I hope there's more that this hasn't included, but that's annoying. Improve the animation of crouching, getting up, and running, aka fixed prone cancelling, maybe? I'm not exactly sure what this means. I think that just means it's like smoother and it's now, it appears consistent across different like players and stuff. And a lot of this other stuff is just improving things, just improving animations and stuff. I'm not sure what less blocking the screen means. Maybe it's like translucent now, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, they fixed a couple of issues, but I don't think, not here, it's not listed here, but they didn't fix the issue that you saw in Hawksnest's video where the slug reload would make cryos and mollies do instant damage, so hopefully they fix that before the next update. That would be great. Low ranked players will lose fewer points when relegating, and continuous ranked win points will get more, which basically means if you're losing, then you'll lose fewer points, and if you're winning, then you'll win more points. So they basically made ranked easier, which is not something that needs to be done. So I don't know why they keep making it easier to rank up. That's not something that should be happening, but it is what it is. So that's basically all of the changes, or the interesting changes, the ones that are interesting to me at least. So I'm sorry this video was long, guys. I just wanted to get my reactions and stuff to this and get the balance changes to you as soon as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.